we're looking at the south coast of Crete, the Libyan Sea. This insane road has come down off the mountain. We just came down the mountain side on a road like that. And we're looking down towards the town of Sfakia. This is the rugged, sort of authentic Crete all around us here. Over in the distance is the gorge. This was the road that we came down, and we're continuing going down to get to the sea. That's looking to the east, and then here to the south. This is one of the sort of least accessible areas in Crete. You have to go through the mountains, basically through the White Mountains to get here, but it is absolutely beautiful. There are lots of little coves like these here with turquoise blue waters and small traditional villages. We're heading to some of those small traditional villages today. This is the little village of Sfakia on the south coast of Crete in the prefecture of Hania. And there's a little port here where you can get a boat and go to a beautiful little picturesque village called Lutro. You can just see the edge of it there where that white building is. That boat, I think, is coming from there, and it's only accessible by ship. And then this crazy road here is what we're going to be going up to go to a small village called Anopolis, which means the upper village. And it's in that dry, rocky, mountainous area above the little village of Sfakia. The White Mountains in the prefecture of Hania in Crete are the home to some of the largest gorges in Europe. The largest gorge actually in Europe is the Samarias Gorge, but there are lots and lots of much smaller ones. This is one of them. It's in a small village called Aradema, and there's a bridge that links one side of the village to the other, and we can walk across it and look down into the canyon below, which in the summer months people bungee jump into. So it's a beautiful view all around of this, one of the smaller gorges here in the White Mountains. These villages are very inaccessible. There's only one road in, really one road out. The bridge that goes over this gorge is a little bit rickety, and there are some slats which are kind of terrifyingly large since the drop is pretty deep. The White Mountains in Crete are the second highest mountains on the island. The highest is sparsely in the prefecture of Aradema, and this one is just a couple meters shorter. So just walking over the bridge here. Really stunning scenery in this part of Crete. Most of this area is very dry, but this particular valley here is a lot more green. We're walking through the old abandoned part of a village in the White Mountains. I've never been here before. It's called Aradema, and there is that spectacular gorge that we saw just on the one side of the village. And all these houses here are apparently the houses of people who lived up in this area from the 16 and 1700s, and they would spend the summers up here because it's cooler, and then in the winters move down towards the water, down towards the Libyan Sea, so to the village of Sfakia and some other villages that were down closer to the water. where the climate was a little bit more mild. So this was sort of the summer residence, let's say, of these people, but really not much anymore, not any real inhabitants anymore here. There are lots of olive trees in the area. It's very, very quiet. You can see the remains of these houses. They're beautiful old stone houses, but that no one lives in anymore. There's a small white chapel dedicated to the Archangel Michael that I want to go have a quick look at. That's just at the end of, apparently at the end of this road. So that's where we're walking now. You can see all these beautiful scenery, beautiful background, but you have to imagine that in the winter months, it's brutally cold here because the mountains get lots and lots of snow in the winter months. I think a lot of people don't realize how mountainous Greece and Crete, of course, is, and how cold it really gets in the winter months. So I'm not sure if I'm going the right way, but we'll see. Getting to this little chapel down here somewhere. All right, so we found the church here. It's dedicated to the Archangel Michael. And let's see. A whitewashed church in the Byzantine style, a Greek cross. With the dome, inside the dome, there's always a painting of Christ. And it's right on the edge of this spectacular gorge down here. Olive trees and more ruins of houses in the distance. The crazy roads of the south coast of Crete. Here in the distance is the village of Sfakia. We came up this road that goes all the way up the side of the mountain to visit the little village of Anopoli.